Hey, CJ101 students, welcome to class. This is Dr. Koopman, and I am beginning, I believe, my fifth or sixth year teaching this class. As I mentioned in the course shell, and I've certainly let people know as I talk about criminology, this is definitely one of my favorite classes. I'd say this is my favorite intro class in our criminal justice series. I'm a big fan of constitutional law. I look forward to teaching that. But this is where it all starts. The broad general themes of criminology is in my opinion, the encompassing concepts in criminal justice resides right underneath criminology. Criminology, just by way of history and context, it is a subset of sociology. So when we talk about, where does criminology reside in the academic realm and research realm, it's right tucked underneath sociology. And so there are many sociologists who actually study criminology and they become criminologists. But it is a specialized field, and it's definitely a base of understanding that anyone pursuing a career in law enforcement, corrections, patrol, and of course, Department of Justice type work, you'll have multiple courses with this theme of criminology. So just a couple of housekeeping issues, and to let you know where I'm at, for those of you that may have had me in another class, I'm now officially semi-retired from Southwestern. I served there 6 years as one of the academic deans, supervising criminal justice as one of the programs, along with many others. But I decided it was time. I'm definitely at that season of life where it's time for me to enter semi-retirement, but the college is near and dear to me. I've had lots of great memories there at Southwestern. I miss the coast, but I'm home on my little ranch in Eastern Oregon. I'll try to get some decorations up on the wall behind me to make it look more like an office, but I'm settling into this new lifestyle. I miss the college, miss the coast, but I also like the mountains, so it's good to be with you this term. A couple of housekeeping chores again. If you have not bought your e-textbook, and that's the one I recommend, it's a lot more affordable. It should have come with, when you selected this course, you have the option to click on the box to get the inclusive access. Hopefully you've done that. If you're still into the hardbound books, a physical copy, you got to get one real quick then, because that's definitely, you'll need the textbook. Also, be sure and if this is your first online course, be sure and just pop all around the course shell so you understand how it works. I'll give you a quick layout. A learning guide should be at the top of each weekly module. So there's weekly modules, and within each weekly module, I've got several documents, a learning guide, usually the PowerPoints, as well as the assignment and any other interesting resources that we want to use that week. So you've got a list of assignments. The major assignments are class discussions. We treat those like attendance and engagement. And then we also have some major assignments in this course in particular. It's journal article reviews. Those are 4-page college level writing assignments that you'll need to definitely make a priority because they're worth about 50 points each. And then the midterm and the final. I don't recommend you get behind and procrastinate. There are definitely timelines. So remember, as we begin each week, your discussion boards open, and then as the week closes, the discussion board closes. So we don't allow any late work when it comes to the discussion boards. In rare emergencies, if you've got some real crises going on in your life, I have some built-in time extensions for the essays and the midterm. Unfortunately, when it comes to the final, we have to get grades in, and so the due date is very fixed on the final. All right, with those housekeeping chores set aside, we can just provide a nice highlight lecture, so to speak, over our first week's material. I literally just take the objectives and I craft a brief little video lecture for you. It's really just something so that you can literally take your phone, open up the YouTube video, and listen to it. You don't have to watch me. I definitely don't have a face for video, but hopefully you'll enjoy the points. So let's get started on week 1. What is criminology? Criminology is the scientific study of crime, criminal behavior, and the criminal justice system. It includes multiple elements. Crime as a social phenomenon. Number 2, the process of making laws, breaking laws, and then the social reaction to crime. It draws from sociology, as I mentioned, also psychology, law, and even biology to understand why people commit crimes and how society responds. Crime versus deviance. Not all deviant acts are crimes, and not all crimes are seen as deviant. Crime is behavior that violates the criminal law and is punishable by the state. Deviance is behavior that strays from social norms but may not be illegal. For example, yelling in a library is deviant but not criminal. Stealing a book is both deviant and criminal. There are 3 views of crime. These 3 main perspectives are how we define crime. There's a consensus view that crime reflects the value of the majority and laws apply equally to everyone. There's a conflict view where crime is shaped by power and inequality and laws benefit those in control. And then there's an interactionist view. Crime is viewed by those with social power and shaped by moral entrepreneurs. These views help us understand what is considered a crime and can vary based on culture, time period, and power dynamics. The purpose of criminal law. Criminal law serves several key purposes: enforcing social control, deterring criminal behavior, punishing wrongdoing, protecting citizens and property, and maintaining order. It also expresses society's moral values and aims to balance justice with fairness. The criminal justice process has several steps. They begin with an alleged crime and involve the following: initial contact, investigation, perhaps arrest, custody, charging, preliminary hearing, arraignment, trial, sentencing, corrections, and then release. It's a complex system designed to ensure both accountability and due process. Finally, there's ethical issues that we want to always keep in mind with criminology. Criminologists must uphold high ethical standards. They deal with sensitive topics like victimization, race, poverty, and violence. Key ethical concerns include avoiding harm to research subjects, reporting findings honestly, and remaining objective. Ethics ensure that criminological research is credible, respectful, and socially responsible. That wraps up our week 1 topics, and we've laid a foundation. Next week, we'll be exploring how crime is measured and tracked. Thanks for watching, and keep asking the big questions about crime and justice. Thanks.